Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to give a short tutorial here on players who are interested in PVPing and playing Lunia on a private server called Spirit Lunia. Very awesome community. You know, I've just been a part of Spirit Lunia for a little bit, but I really want to revitalize the Lunia PvP scene and the competitive scene. I believe it's you know, could potentially be something great. Sorry, I didn't start out with my name. People know me as ElectricValkyrie on the, like, I used to host tournaments on official Lunia, so players from about a year ago may remember me as ElectricValkyrie on the official server. So my main was Arta. I used you know, several other characters like Azuka, and who else did I use? I can't remember right now. But anyways, guys, I'm also known as Xanthos and Viseries. You know, I host BlazBlue tournaments. It's the tournament series there is called Anti-Clash. So if you ever want to participate in BlazBlue tournaments, check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/anime-inspirations. It's a pretty great BlazBlue tournament series that I'm hosting, and I've gathered quite a following, so be sure to check that out. Anyways, enough self-advertisement. So if you want to get started in Spirit Lunia, basically, obviously you need to head on over to the website page, which is spiritgaming.net. You can also use Google search and go to type in Spirit Lunia. I'm sure that would definitely work. So pretty simple instructions here to get started. First off, download the game. Click the download button. I believe you have it gives you several options here. What I chose was Google Drive. It's about a 2 megabyte, or sorry, 2.5 gigabyte file, and then you have to unzip it, and it's in its own folder. You don't even need 7-zip or WinZip. You can just use the normal Windows extract to your desktop. And actually, you don't really well, what was I gonna say? You don't have to install anything. Basically, it zips everything into a folder. It empties everything into a folder. So don't be surprised if there's no installation. It's not a virus or anything of that sort. You know, I'm testimony to that. So don't worry. Just use Google Drive or your favorite downloading link here. Extract to the desktop. Then it actually takes about, it took me about 45 minutes to extract to desktop, so it could, your mileage may vary there depending on your CPU speed, etc. So then let's pull up the folder here, Spirit Lunia. Once everything is unzipped, you'll see a folder with all the files. So you can start the patcher. If you either start Lunia or Lunia client, either one should work for you. There's warnings and instructions. What you need to do is go to properties, and there should be a button that says unblock. There's something about like using execution files or something from another person's computer. I know it's a little bit confusing, but I guess that's part of the private server, just how it works and how the execution and the client is unpacked or whatever. But just there should be like unblock here. You want to make sure you check that, and there will be a prompt when you start Lunia that says like I unblock this. You have to type in I unblock this just to get the client running. If you mess it up, I don't know what happens, but I would follow the instructions, or you may have to like delete the installation and start all over. So once that, you start up the game. Plain and simple. So I actually have the game running already. If you want to go to the forums, we have forums. We should have some PvP events starting soon in Spirit Lunia. I'm actually, you know, I'm friends with it. Well, I don't know if you want to call it friends, but since we just met. But the admin is Celine. Sorry, I know it off the top of my head. The admin is I know it. Okay, hold on. Celine the Queen. Okay, sorry, that was one of my messages to the admin. But Celine the Queen is the admin. So if you ever need help in the game, you can PM myself, ElectricValkyrie. I also have various other characters with Valkyrie as the, what is it? You know, the post name or whatever it's called. Postfix. Yeah, sometimes sometimes it's like when I'm trying to give a speech with no notes in front of me, it's like, okay, what am I saying? But yeah, usually I'm not like a constant mess, but every now and again. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent now. But anyways, you start Lunia after you've done all that unzipping and extracting to your desktop. Spirit Lunia, I have it running right now. Alright, so I forgot to mention, you need to create an account, which should be somewhere. I'm already logged in, so there should be like a login button there somewhere, and then when you get to the actual like starting screen, for those of you who played Lunia, it's fairly simple. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to like, it's not like rocket science or anything. So type in your username and login information, then you'll have the choice to create a character. This is actually supposed to be like a PvP tutorial, so forgive me guys for going off tangent, like, but this is supposed to be a PvP tutorial and introduction. Like, if you just want to, you know, to get into the game, to start PvPing, it may seem a little daunting at first, but just, you want to make sure, you know, it's with the proper instructions and the proper guidance, it's not that hard at all. You want to create a new character. I'll go to the screen now. Just create new character. And from here, you may be like, who the heck should I choose? Like, I know a lot of fighting game fans just want to get into the game and, you know, PvP, and I don't blame them. I kind of wish we could start at level 70 and etc. But you know, there's also that PvE aspect of the game where it's actually it's actually a lot of fun to run through the stages. I know it, you know, if we have to do it on every rebirth, it gets a little monotonous. I think on the official servers, like the first rebirth, eventually kept your level, but this time at least the first time you rebirth, you have to level up back to 70. I mean, it's not like it can take like 3 or 4 or like 3 to 5 hours at most, depending on your XP boost at the moment. So it's a little monotonous, but again, like, just to PvP, you don't even need to rebirth, but I would suggest rebirthing because you get additional skill points, which can provide a slight edge. Anyways, going on to the character introductions here. We have Iris. She's a flame, she uses like a chain sword. So she's like a melee attacker, and she has some fire magic. I know, like, she's a little spam heavy though. If you're not, I know she has a notorious spam combo. Is like using the rolling ball into Inferno. That, I know that a lot of people will be complaining about that one, but again, in proper Lunia PvP, people don't like spam nonsense. It's within ethics, but you know, again, it's also part of the game, so I would not complain personally, but some people would. So she has like fire magic, chain attacks. It's a little hard, like, if you're not completely lined up with your enemy, it may be hard to like you can like miss your combo slightly because she hits very much in a straight line. So if you like fire, if you like pink-haired anime characters, anime girls, but Iris is cool. Yeah, if you like fire magic, if you like melee attackers, this guy's name I can't properly pronounce. Gay is either pronounced like Gaon or Gaon possibly. I think it's Gaon. Sounds weird, but that's how it is, I guess. He has a large reach with his spear, so from a PvP perspective, you can like stun people from a long distance, and I think the term is, well, the term to actually launch an opponent is called catch. So you're trying to like catch your opponent, perform the catch, and then aerial combo them. So he has a long reach, so if you like melee attackers and having a long reach in PvP, use your choice. Arta is my personal main. She has a lot of drawbacks and not many positives, so you know, I don't know if there's like an official PvP tier list in Lunia. A lot of players haven't like fully explored all that. I wish like we had frame data and things like that, but maybe if this PvP endeavor or push, I don't know what I'm trying to say, movement gets large enough, we can have all that data. And this game, the PvP in this game is extremely fun, guys. So it may have like the baggage of an MMO that has you know, you have to level up and things like that, but the PvP is actually very balanced, because you can set a maximum stat cap, and like level 70 characters can beat level 99 characters. But about Arta, she has a hammer. Her combos are basically easy. Well, not easy. You can do combos that don't need a lot of shuffle. I believe the term is shuffling, which is like diagonally, or no, shifting. It's like, which is diagonally dash. I think it's diagonally dash canceling your attack animation and to aerial combo opponents, something like that. If I could show you guys a demonstration, but I'll show it a little bit with when I do an Arta tutorial, because I'm well versed with Arta. So if you like clearing out mobs, I think Arta's she's not highly specific, and she has a limited number of skills. But if you like hammers and like easier combos without a whole lot of shuffling, which is I already went into, Arta is your character. Lime, he's actually a very tough cookie. He has healing. He can roll over opponents. Lime is very tough in PvP. I don't have personal experience with controlling this character, but just from what I've seen, you know, he's very versatile. He can heal himself, heal his own mana even, throw out potions to help people. So he's a very strong character overall. Like the characters that he can solo a lot. Like the characters that can heal themselves and get their mana back, and they're good at soloing. Ear is the healer, and in PvP, she has a lot of like tricky combos and canceling animations. So it's hard. From what I saw, it's hard to be good to do like heavy damage as Ear. With Arta, she has like one main skill that she uses in the air to do heavy damage, and you can just like do a AA attack. Like, AA is like your normal, and S is your special, which can so normal attack is A, like using the A combo string. So Ear now, she has a lot of tricky stuff, but if you want to heal, if you like support it, if you like trickiness in PvP, it's hard to describe. I know every character from a PvP standpoint is focusing on that alone, but again, Ear would be your character in that instance. Daisy, that she doesn't have like a permanent doll, but she can summon various dolls. So it's not like she has a permanent pet like in other games, but again, she can summon character or stuff to take hits for her. I I've heard that, and I've seen that her actual combo game is hard. Like, she has unorthodox combos. So that may be a turn-off for some people who want to PvP with the character. Disregard like the easy, average, hard stuff at the top. I don't think it has much relevance. Dark Ear. When I try to play Dark Ear and combo with a character, it was hard. Because I drop so much with this character. But she's like a hybrid healer and damage dealer. I tried to PvP with Dark Ear and I failed miserably. I mean, like the combo based ear, you know, 500 max, no spam. It was hard. But if you want to try it out, give this character a go. Now Tia is very strong in PvP. She's a popular choice. She has poison, dual daggers. She can launch with her repetitive. I'm not even sure. Like when I tried to play Tia, I couldn't even do her. I think it's the AASS combo or something. You have to like either cancel one of the animations or your dash animation to continue the string, and I never could do it. But if you look up PvP vids, which I will show on stream on my other channel soon, and on my Twitch channel when I announce this game and the fact that I'm hosting tournaments, you'll see Tia combos. So very popular character. I don't know if poison. We will decide that poison is overpowered. I think it's an element of the game, and you can get around it by just hitting with high damage combos at your first combo string, because the higher you combo, the less the damage from skills in the air are gonna do. So you can sort of fight Tia in a different way, with the time limit being a factor because of the poison tick. But I digress. So Tia is a popular choice. I didn't have much luck with her basic combos when I tried her, but she's very powerful. Dane, he's also a popular choice. Wizard character. He has magic spells of pretty much every element. He also has a very strong move in PvP, which is the ice. It's an attack that he jumps up in the air, can freeze other players. It's very annoying, but it's one of his strategies. So it also has invulnerability frames. Now that means like when he can cast a move and not get hit by anything. So it's almost like a play dead that also freezes the opponent. So Dane, very strong. I know he's got like a lot of techniques, interesting techniques with that are respective to his character in PvP, and certain tactics and strategies, etc. Krieg, I haven't personally created this character, from a PvP and tried to PvP with him, but he's also very strong. He's got a lot of combo linkers, dual hammers. You think this guy would use like being a knight or Templar, I guess, but dual hammers are cool. So if you like melee fighting, again, with hammer links, he's got a lot of cool stuff. Sieg is one of the most popular characters in PvP. I know, like at the higher levels, you can do a lot of crazy stuff. He's got whirlwinds that can knock up players in the air. Taunt, I think it's either provoke or taunt, that can stun opponents for like a split second. Is really helpful to even land catches and stop your opponent for a minute so you can launch them in the air. It's extremely annoying being on the opposite end of that attack, but very, very strong in PvP. Callie now, if you think of a bard, she's like a bard. In PvP, she has like, she can chant stuff and like launch them in the air, and she has freezing attacks as well. Pretty good in PvP actually. Arian is your archer character. So she has a lot of obviously long ranged moves that can hit with arrows. Now, like when you try to combo with a ranged based character or melee what am I trying to say? A ranged physical attacker, it's a little bit different. You have to get used to it. But the two ranged physical attackers do have like melee attacks as well, so they can get up close, use the melee attacks, and combo without being right next to the player or enemy. So when I tried Aaron myself in PvP, I got a little frustrated again because the range aspect, and she has so many different moves. All the arrow attacks that by themselves they do low damage, so you have to string together like a whole ton of different moves to end up doing high damage. Azuka is a popular choice. I like Azuka. If you like sword-based characters in melee combat, pick up Azuka. Dual swords. She has Play Dead, along with the characters that have Play Dead. I think Azuka, Sieg. Does Craig have Play Dead? He might, but I can't quite remember. Gaon, how do you say it? I meant every time I'm like, if we could just call him like Ganon, like from the Legend of Zelda, it would be so much easier to say his name. But you know what I'm talking about. I think he has Play Dead. And does Iris have Play Dead? I don't think so. But anyways, Play Dead is like you can avoid attacks, and when you're on the ground, you're actually invulnerable, and you won't take damage. So it's very helpful to avoid like spam and just skills players throw out to catch you, aka throw you in the air. So Play Dead is very useful. Again, if you like melee based characters, Azuka is a good choice. Yuki, now she's, if you think Dane, who uses only he uses every element, Yuki's an ice specialist. Again, a lot of freezing, a lot of like magic attacks. Her melee is actually very potent in regards to catching the opponent. And so she is pretty strong actually. Now Ryan, I've seen a lot of good Ryans. Again, he's got that range aspect. He can like perform pretty ridiculous and awesome looking combos. I want to level with Ryan and try to use him, but again, he's got that range aspect where you have to get used to. If you played a lot of melee characters, you have to get used to the range and comboing with ranged and the range skills in the skill set. So it takes some getting used to, but he's very cool, a very cool character and powerful as well. Ralph, sorry. He uses his fist, his feet. He's very awesome. I knew one of the better PvP Ralphs. His name was Panix was his name back on the official Lunia servers. So if you see a good Ralph in action, you will be amazed because he's got like awesome skills. And one of his skills is like launching a ball of energy, and you can actually like hit people in that mid combo. It's awesome. So if you like the character aesthetically, then choose that, but I went into a small description of how each character functions in PvP, and if you're more of a PvP/PvE hybrid, use a character that appeals to you. But if you're going for like PvP for the majority of your time, which is what I plan to do, my main is going to be like a PvP build and focused on PvP. So you probably want a character that does really well in PvE to be another character you don't use for PvP, but some people do both. So basically my long explanations here of each character. After you create the character, you go back to I think it might automatically launch you into the screen or whatever, the menu, but yeah, I digress. Information over here, Spirit Lunia information. About the Square information, I'm mainly on US Square 1. These other stages I would not mess with. I think they give XP boost though, but they're not going to be that populated. If you play Myth, which is like 70 plus, you head to these squares. For PvP, it's not really a PvP lobby because you can enter PvP from anywhere. But these are like the PvP NPCs and stuff like that. Now I believe the GM told me, like, depending on what server you're on, the lag could affect the battle arena matches, or the PvP lobby matches between like the US and Europe, etc. for instance. But there is a server in the US and Europe as well, so you want to pick the square that relates to you or is the closest to you. Yeah, so pick a square, connect. That's how you get in the game. Loading screen. We have like 3 loading screens. One of Gaon. Gaon. His name is really weird. I'm sorry, but and Iris. I should just call him Ganon because that's easier. If only he had an extra N in his name. There's a screen of like, and there's like I said, one of Ganon. I'm gonna call him Ganon or Gaon. One of Iris, and they might just cycle those screens. So I think when you first start the game, but I already created this character, you start on the square. So you wanna level your character. So go select stage. If you wanna, you start on 1-1. If you wanna like level up with party, do quick party. If you want to solo, which I think is just easier and less distractions, go start stage. Easy. You want easy, because I've always played the normal stages on easy, so that's what you want to pick. Leveling 1 to 70 now takes could take 4 to 5 or something like that hours, depending on, you know, how familiar you are with Lunia, how much help you have, what your XP boost is. But there's some strange mechanic in Spirit Lunia where I think you gain a level after every episode stage or something. It's weird, but it's very helpful as well, because you don't have to do like 70 different stages or however many stages there are. So that saves a whole lot of time. Again, when I leveled my Arto for the first time, when I first joined the server with nothing in my inventory, it took about 5 hours. So that's an approximation. Anyways, we're waiting for my loading screen here, and hopefully it will hurry up itself up here, because it seems to be going quite slowly. So yeah, let's be a little bit patient. Since I'm recording right now, I think it's a little bit slower than usual. I'm hoping we don't have technical difficulties in the middle of this. That would really suck when I'm trying to do a tutorial video, but so yeah, just bear with me, guys. Alright, there we go. That took a little bit longer than usual because I'm recording, but we're going to get right into this. When you start your first stage, this is what it's going to look like. So, basic, I'm doing basic movement now. X button is dash. A button is basic attack. S is your special attack. For Zuka, it's like somewhat of a launching sort of, what am I trying to say? What's it called? It's a launching attack. Or, I keep forgetting the term, but you guys, I mentioned it earlier, and I'm having a brain fart. But you want to accept every quest. So, for example, I'm starting off, I want to accept this quest, and you can skip the cutscenes. If you like the cutscenes and you want to know the story of Lunia, go ahead and watch them. But normally you don't want to watch it. So I'm going to run through this stage just for people who are unfamiliar with this. Run through the stage. AS is your launching attack. You pick up all the gold. There we go. They die in about 2 hits on easy, so you don't have to like really practice. I picked up something. You can practice your basic launching AS combos, and I'm messing up here. AS, but they die in 2 hits, so I would not recommend. You need to head on over to the practice field in order to have a good practice dummy, because these things don't have enough HP. Spacebar if the opponent's on the ground, but I'm just doing basic AS combos here. Dashing. You don't really. Well, I actually have one skill. To bring up your skill book, hit the M button or click this book. Right now I have one skill. When you level up, you get additional skills. I don't really want to like go into an Azuka PvP tutorial, you know, skill in depth right now. I'm trying to just show you guys like what the gameplay is like. This is not PvP gameplay, but it's a tutorial again on how do I get started with PvPing in this game. You have to clear out all the enemies in the screen to proceed, so if you left one guy standing and like 50 feet away, you have to go back and get him. This is Azuka's, I think it's called Moon Slash or something. Yeah, it's good for launching and continuing your combo and like recovery. I don't know like what the community will decide to use for official term, but again, catching is a term I forgot earlier, which is just launching an opponent or the act of getting your opponent or using a certain skill to launch them in the air. And chaining is like almost spamming, but it's like comboing it. Some terms are interchangeable. If you see that boss symbol, it's time for a boss. You don't even need any health potions on the first boss, or because he's really not that difficult. You don't even need to go into your equipment menu. You know, spam A attacks. My special's down right now. I think I had a lag spike. There we go. He's pretty much did one special attack. So guys, I'm just going through the first mission to show you guys what the gameplay is like, basically. I am going to head on over to the training, dummy, to show you like basic aerial combos. Sadly, I don't have an opponent to show you PvP, but okay. So when you finish the quest, you click on Ear, or whoever the NPC is here. Click F1 and repeat ad nauseum. You should level up. See, I leveled up once for completing the mission and pretty much once for every quest. Every quest you see, you want to accept it. And going to the next stage, you can click over here. Go to the next stage. You want to spend a little bit of time in your inventory optimizing or equipping stuff. Just put it on. Don't even have to look at the stats. I know I'm going through this quickly, but that's the basic gist of things. Upgrade your skills. From a PvP standpoint, you can't really mess up, but again, you want to prioritize your characters that have health recovery, health increase when you want to be max level, and just play around with every skill at level 1. See which works best for you and is the best when using a combo, linking into a combo. And you want to prioritize skills that can actually combo. If you can't use it in a combo, it won't get much use, because yeah, you're not going to be able to do damage against good players just by spamming. Now you may actually have to be level 2 to go into the practice field, but to do that, I believe you click enter the stage, and this is the practice field. Yeah, you got to be level 2, so that's why I ran through that. So it's going to be a large part of PvP spending time in the practice field. Believe me. This seems like a in-depth, I know I ramble on a lot, so bear with me guys, but again, you're going to be spending a lot of time in the practice field. Things to do: you want to practice your movement. Dashing, again, very important. Certain skills can be cancelled by a dash, like her Azuka's special attack can be cancelled by a dash, and you can use this as a movement option getting around in PvP, which is very important. I don't have all of Azuka's skills right now, but can I open up another skill? I don't think so. Well, actually I can. For example, this is going to end up being like a mini Azuka tutorial, but Shadow Blade here is a good combo linker, used aerially. You have to get the timing right in order to continue your combo after it, but it is very good for linking together combos. Now the basic strategy here and the basic gameplay when it comes to PvP is to launch your opponent, continue your aerial combo as long as you can. Let me see like what sort of, if I remember how to play Azuka here. So basic, if you just like do that and then I drop my combo, but do the basic A string. I'm trying to start off with elementary. So this is the AS, basic mashing A, and if you stop there, Azuka will drop the combo after the 7th aerial hit, which is not what you want to have happen. So you want to, in this string, you want to use a skill in midair, and then I dropped at that point because I think I was too close to the dummy or something, but that's the basic strategy. I really don't want to get into advanced stuff here, but that's the basic gist. Using linking skills, and then I really have to brush up on my Azuka gameplay, PvP skills, because right now I'm rusty as heck. But that's the basic gist. Like, cancel your aerial attack combo with a skill, and there's also other advanced techniques that take a while to learn. So guys, I tried to do like a shift right there, changing my diagonally canceling my dash animation to continue the combo, and then I messed up. But yeah guys, I need to I haven't practiced Azuka in a while, plus I'm level 1, so I don't have much to show off right now. But let's use a different starter. Azuka can catch with various other moves, but like S, for example. You can even like use the different skills for catching. That's why these skills, like, you don't have to hit with the basic attack string to launch your opponent. You can start with this, cancel it into something, or use this to start. I think I messed up with my, like, I would have to spend some time, more time in the lab with Azuka. I've been playing Arta, so my Azuka is rusty as heck, and it's actually quite hard to do this and also talk at the same time. I know that sounds silly, but very easy to mess up what you're doing. But if you want to see high level gameplay, I will have a video of that for sure. This is more like how do I get started with PvPing. But you want to get to level 70, as I mentioned, and the practice field is a good place to practice your combos and your various skills. Like, if you're not sure, like, is this character going to be good in PvP, then can I do the basic elementary combos? You want to try them out and at least to level 2 or something, and go to the practice field. Can I hit the basic AAS combos? If you find it hard to do that with a character, then, like, if you find it annoying, then you want to switch to another character. So again, getting to level 70 does not take long at all. Now, let me highlight what the PvP area looks like. I can't really get into a match, but I'm going to show you guys like Alright, I'm ready to PvP. I got to level 70. What am I gonna do now? You wanna get to you don't have to be in the PvP lobby, but I'm gonna show it anyways. You can get to the actual PvP menu lobby from anywhere, like from any square, but for just for the purposes of this tutorial, if you want to go to the actual PvP lobby and see, like, maybe I want to get PvP titles that increase my HP, etc. Like, where can I turn it? Get those quests. You want to go to select stage. I'm sorry, select your lobby square. I'm sorry. Then you want to go to PvP lounge. It doesn't really matter, you know, US or Europe. So yeah, this has been a rather long-winded tutorial, guys, but sorry it's so long. But I'm kind of going into like every little detail for the new players and the people who may want to try out this game and the PvP in this game. So this is the PvP lobby. You know, you got different NPCs go around. This guy can give you no, this guy right here, give you quests for like first degree, heavy hitter, or maybe it's the other one, but I'm too low level to show for it to show properly. Like you can get like the first degree and up to 9th degree heavy hitter are very good. They give you HP, which help a lot in the stat max. You know, 500 stat max PvP, which is going to be the rules we're going to be using for hopefully this tournament we can get underway here. Yeah, I think, well, I'm trying for next week, and I have to finalize everything with the GM, but I'm going to make another official announcement video once I get that underway. So yeah, bear with me, guys. So again, let me get into the actual PvP lobby and show everyone what it looks like. So you want to, like, if you want to PvP other players, I would suggest, again, being level 70. But if you want to goof around with one of your buddies who has a level 1 character, you know, like joining in this together, yeah, feel free to go, you know, battle naked at level 1 and see, like, how can we kill each other. But yeah, to actually seriously PvP, I would recommend level 70 minimum. You don't need a rebirth necessarily. It's more about like how proficient and knowledgeable you are at PvP, and how well versed you are with your character and your understanding of the moves, etc. So, but let me see here. What am I doing? You want battle mode to get into the actual PvP lobby. You can get there from anywhere. There's only one PvP lobby. Do we have people in I'm surprised there's people in this lobby. I saw Failure. I've seen his Azuka before. I don't know why it's level 1, but Failure has a character. I've seen him around. But anyways, like, to create an actual room, like, and I'll show you the common settings and the common maps. You would create room. You can change the title here, deathmatch. You want like the other modes are not, you don't want for the purposes of, you know, common accepted combo rules PvP. You want deathmatch. Well, that's random stage, but we don't want that. What am I doing again? The team tournament, like if you have teams, that's what the setting you want. But okay, the common accepted map is City Arena, which is what we're going to use for basic 1v1 matches. If we ever have a teams like tournament, it will be most likely at City Forest. But City Arena is the commonly accepted map, and that's because it's the smallest. For larger maps, you can like run around for days. So you don't want any other maps if you're playing seriously. So City Arena, and looking at the other settings, the common accepted settings, again, 1v1. The room can support up to 20 spectators. So random teams, you know, doesn't make a difference in 1v1. But now max stat 500. Let me go over this. Like, having stats at a set cap or at a low cap allow for balanced PvP. That means a level 70 character can defeat a level 99 very easily. Well, it's balanced, not like other games where, oh, you have to be higher level to win. But no. Invulnerability, I think this will be on in official matches, but mainly because you don't get ganged up on as soon as you spawn, because people can like take advantage of your spawn point and stuff like that. So like in Smash Brothers, for example, they have invulnerability like the Cloud, so it's a similar concept. So I think that will be will be turned on for tournament PvP, but it's not like a deal breaker if you have it off or whatever. Set effect would be off, pet summon off, rebirth off. So all of those will be off for the most part. You can even turn that off, but normally that's on. So max stat 500 and rebirth skill, you want that checked, my bad. So this, looking at this, max 500, invulnerability either on or off, and make sure that the rebirth skill is turned off. Rebirth skills are massively overpowered in PvP, massively. It just makes things extremely unbalanced. That's why in traditional Lunia combo PvP, it's turned off. You would create the room, and this is what the room looks like. Again, disabled, unavailable, cannot be used, and max stat 500. And unfortunately, I don't have an opponent, so I can't show you guys. But what a match it would look like. But check out I'm gonna post another video here of what actual PvP will look like by high competitive play. So you want to look at that video. If you already know Lunia and how to make a Lunia character and things like that, this tutorial was largely unnecessary. But just for the sake of how things work in Spirit Lunia and getting new players into the scene to try out this awesomely competitive PvP that Lunia presents, this tutorial, in case you got lost, might help a couple people out there. So stay tuned. I'm gonna make an Arta video explaining Arta in depth and the different skills, usage, and what you should be going for if you PvP with Arta. And I may make one for other characters, but no one else is leveled right now. So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope to see everyone in Spirit Lunia and the PvP tournaments that we are hoping to host very soon. See everyone later.